Hey there. Merry Christmas. So glad that you have decided to join us today, wherever you are. If you're in the room at church today, we're so grateful that you're at one of our services. If you're tuning in online, we're really grateful you've decided to join us online as well. You know, the last several weeks, we've been in this Advent series, and we've been talking about these four really big, important topics. We started the series several weeks ago just talking about hope. We've talked about peace. We spent some time talking about joy. And today we really close out this series talking about love. And as I've just spent some time reflecting on these four big thoughts, reflecting on hope and peace, joy, and love, it just occurred to me how absolutely important these things are. In fact, I was just thinking about water and how much the human body needs water. It is like the most basic thing we need to survive, but also to live just a full, thriving life. You could probably go a week or longer without food, but you go a day or more without water, and you're going to feel it. Your body cannot survive without H2O. And there's something about these four, this hope that we've been talking about, the peace, the love, and the joy that we've been talking about, that I think the human soul needs those four things as much as your body needs water. In fact, I don't think that you or I can live a full, flourishing life unless we have all of those things. Unless I have a sense of hope, unless I feel loved, unless I have a sense of peace and I feel joy, it's hard for me to feel like I'm actually living a full, joyful, flourishing life. And as I thought about that, something occurred to me, and maybe this is just me, maybe nobody else struggles with this, but I know that I have absolutely struggled with this, that over the years of my life, I've realized the need for all of those, but I've also realized that I have looked for those things in all the wrong places. At least once in my life, I've looked for love in all the wrong places, in wrong relationships or poor relationships. At least once in my life, I equated joy with stuff. The more stuff I had, the more money I had, if I could just have a bigger house, that stuff would make me happy, and somehow I equated happiness with joy, and then you realize that that's not it at all. I've tried to find peace, and sometimes peace is just this elusive thing that you can't ever seem to fully grasp. And I've just realized that I've had a tendency to try to find the things that my soul needs, that my soul wants, and I've just kind of looked in all the wrong places, and it's exhausting. Like, if I'm being honest, it's really exhausting to search for those things over and over and over again. I've put my hope in the government or in other people or in my paycheck, and then you realize those things don't always come through, and you're disappointed. I think 2,000 years ago, when God looked down on the earth that he created, he saw what I have realized in my own life. He saw people everywhere searching for the things that the soul needs to feel fully alive. He saw people desperate for hope. He saw people who desperately wanted to be loved. He saw people looking for joy that wasn't attached to stuff. It was just this internal sense. And he certainly saw people who were desperately after peace. But I think he also saw people who were exhausted looking for those things and maybe just not finding them. And so God did something so unbelievably profound 2,000 years ago. God took all of those things, hope, peace, joy, and love, and he put him in one place. He put him into one person. He put all of them into the person of Jesus Christ. See, God knows that the human soul needs those things because God created my soul and he created your soul. And in only the way an infinitely good Heavenly Father could, he took all the things that bring fullness of life and he put them in one place. And he said, Jesus is the source and supply of all the hope you need. He is the full source and supply of all the love you could ever want, of all the peace and all the joy you're after in life. So this Christmas season, can I encourage you? Can I encourage you to perhaps, for the very, very first time, for some of you, it might be the very first time you take a step towards Jesus Christ, but you know you need some hope. You know you have a hole in your heart where you need it to be filled with love. You're looking for joy or you're trying to find peace. Can I encourage you this year to receive the greatest gift that's ever been given, which is the person of Jesus Christ, and know that when you receive that gift, you get all the things that your soul needs, and you don't have to exhaust yourself looking for them all over? Maybe you've been a follower of Jesus for a long time, but you've been in a season of hopelessness. Maybe you've been a follower of Jesus your whole life, but peace just feels really elusive to you this year. Whatever it is, can I encourage you also to whatever it is that you're wrestling with or whatever you feel like there's just a void in your soul, to surrender that to the person of Jesus Christ and to receive the gift that he's given us. To receive the fullness of Christ means to receive hope. To receive the fullness of that baby who was born 2,000 years ago means to receive peace and joy and love. And you don't have to look all over the place for it because it's found in one place. It's found in a manger. 2,000 years ago, God showed up in human form. And he put everything the human soul needed into that one place. It's so powerful that we have a God who loved us so much that he took everything the human soul needs and he put it in his son Christ. And because of that, we can have hope, we can have peace, we can have joy, and we can have love. Merry Christmas.